So as promised, here's your walk around of the camper. I'm parked a little close to the fence here, so I can't really get through into that point, but I'll kind of show you this way. The metal grate is your exhaust for your heat pump, and that works on AC only. These are the struts that go to the roof. You have one on the rear and one on the front, only on the driver's side. This hatch opens, hard to do with one hand. We'll lock there, and then there's a pull-out slide here, and that's where water hose, electric. I usually have my leveling blocks, and my chocks are in there. Keeping the leveling blocks and chocks because that's in my new camper, and I'll close that later. The hitch is there. It's welded to the frame. That's the tire carrier. I usually take that off when I have a platform back here because tall objects get in the way of that. Another access point on this side and the back, and it's pretty huge in there. Goes pretty far, so you can put a lot of space in there. That white door that you see there is the back side of the access door that I cut into this chamber so you could get in there. Stairs are down, fold out handle. You have a 110 plug here that works. This is an access port for speaker wires. The speakers are inside. So if you want music outside, this is an access port for your gas line. And the gas grill actually mounts on this rail here. And there's a table on the inside that mounts on the rail as well. This storage here, that's the awning, and the awning poles are in there, and it's about the size of the bench that's in the dinette area. It's actually part underneath the bench there. There's the Thetford porta potty, the cover for the camper. Let me see if I can get this to work while I'm holding this. So inside to inside of the rails is a little over 80 inches. You can take the rails off and stow them, and you get a little more space. And front to back, you have just under 53 inches there. The battery is in here. Take those off. Electric tongue jack. And inside the battery box is the battery. That fuse goes to the onboard air system. Those are the bars for the weight distribution hitch. I have upgraded the hitch straps for the bar, and that's your sway bars there. Let's go inside. As you go inside, we've got the refrigerator open so it doesn't get moldy. It's a small fridge. It's a 3-way. It doesn't work worth a shit on 12 volts. I never use it. 110 and gas works fine. Your heater is right there. That's your gas heater. To the right of that is your power panel, and that's an upgraded Progressive Dynamics power panel. This surge strip is connected to that plug, which is the only plug that's connected to the inverter, and the inverter is underneath the seat there. I'll show you a lot of that. I'll show you the camper table. rotates so that you can get people in, out. That's an upgrade. There's storage here underneath there, and that's where the speakers are. That compartment goes up underneath there. The bed flips up, and you've got, you know, your storage underneath that way. Same with here on this side. This flips up, and underneath here is your hot water heater, your heater, and all your electrics. So, new stove. This whole area here was all one big stove, and I took it out. Put a smaller stove in, added more storage underneath the cutting board. The cutting board kind of locks into place, it doesn't move. Added a bigger sink. There's a drawer under here. These latches, they go this way and that way. Keep the drawers from coming open, and you got a huge area there. And they just clip. Microwave, I lift it up on top of here when I'm done, or when I park it. This paper towel holder I put right through there, sorry, and it slides in there. And these bars are just tension rods, screw out tension rods, shower curtain rods. And I put them above the latches here, one here, and across over there, and then you can hang stuff on it that way. It gives you a little bit more storage space. There's a webbing storage there. This is the original mattress. I found it comfortable. It works fine. The two-room shower tent is there. And let's see, right here you have the upgraded micro air. That's the micro air thermostat, and these are about 250 bucks by themselves. That's your solar power panel, your Furrion stereo, fire extinguisher. The long black thing is a igniter that I use for the stove. You can have that. This, let me put this away real quick. This is a light control. Over in that corner is the box. You can just turn the lights on, you can see, and you can change those every color, any color you want. I find that these LEDs are too bright, so at night it's just nice to have this ambient lighting. It gives you plenty of light for that. This switch here was for a tiny little light that was right in this little spot right there. That plug used to be where this door is. So I moved the plug over here, and I put the light on the inside so that at night when you flip the switch on, you can open the door and still see inside. That's where your heat and your cool air comes out of your heat pump. And that's the bowl for the water filter, which is underneath this cabinet here. And I'm not going to move everything so that you can see that. I'll show it to you once I deliver the camper tomorrow. I'm not sure what else you want to see. There's a mirror here. Oh, you have a fantastic fan here. You unlock it, and then this opens the fan, and then you can turn it on, and it works fine. And it will suck the air through here. It does do a really good job of that. But since I'm gonna put the camper down, I'm gonna close it. You always have to close this and lock it when you travel, because the wind will pick that thing right up. So make sure of that. That's done. We'll go out and show you the bike rack, which I really need to take. I think I have my bike rack on here, but you have the bars. Yeah, I still have my Yakima rack on there. I gotta take off. Two 200 watt solar panels, so a total of 400 watts. They're wired in parallel, so you get more amps as opposed to volts. But if one of them's in the shade and the other one is not, you will get your charge out of it. You can put bike and kayak racks up on this thing without any problem. There's space just right. Right here is access to maintenance on your water heater, where you can change your anode and drain the tank. Here is your electrical panel, where you plug in your electric. And here is a door with a outdoor spray shower for hosing off bicycles. The only problem that I don't really care so much about this for this camper is you have to turn the refrigerator on from the outside. So electric is up top and gas is down at the bottom, so you have to pull these two panels off depending on what you want to do. I typically run gas because it just is more efficient, doesn't use a whole lot of gas, and it keeps it really cold. This is your city water connection here. Outdoor shower. This right here is where your sink drain is. You don't have a gray tank or a black tank, so whatever you go in the sink goes in the sink. If you see your sink backing up, you probably have this cap on. This is your fresh water input. You can put 25 gallons in, and this is a cable hookup, which I have kind of disconnected because there's never any cable anywhere I go. Most of the campgrounds don't have them, so I'm not really sure why they put them in campers, because I've rarely found them. But you can still hook it up. The wires are all in the pedestal in there where I did some modifications. I can show you and give you more answers on that, but that's about it. Rear bumper window. This is Returnabond tape. I did have a small leak. It was actually on the top. Doesn't leak anymore. This Returnabond tape here is coming loose from the wind, so it probably needs to be replaced, but I don't have any leaks in this area, so it's not really that big of a deal. I just kind of put it on everything. I bought a whole roll and I used the damn thing, so places I've been, at least had stickers for. Other than that, I think that's about it. Oh, yep, one other thing. Let's go from this side. If I can get in here. Right under here. Where is it? Oh, right there. That is your access to the crank where you crank your spare tire down. So the spare tire's here. You can take it down and not use it and put the tire in the back if you want to. That's not fun. That's not a problem. Let's see. I did forget this. Underneath, I don't know if I can see it, but